We're recording. We'll hopefully be live in a second.
Hopefully.
Okay, that took like 3 seconds, but we're live. We're recording. And we're
There
back.
we are.
Season 8, Episode 12.
Yeah.
Officially 2 years.
Is it? I thought
Yeah.
that was next week.
Well, technically next week would be the start. So it'd be like, it's been 2 years, but this is like,
Okay.
this is the week where it's like, we've been doing this for 2 years. Because next week would be the start of the next season, right?
Right.
So
Okay, I see.
yeah. Like, this is like, we've filled 2 years worth of time.
Mhm.
Which, wow.
Wow.
Good
That's a lot.
job to us.
Yeah. We did the thing.
We did a thing consistently.
Yeah.
If only the rest of life could be that consistent sometimes.
Oh, if only.
Ooh, if I could only get my my eating habits this consistent. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't like a put down. That was just
Yeah.
some days you eat really well, or some weeks, and then some days you eat nothing but like
Junk.
McDonald's and cookies, and then you feel sick for a day
Mm-hmm.
and get explosive diarrhea.
Oof. Yep. Anyway.
We'll use weight loss pills.
Yeah.
Do it the natural way.
Oh.
Starting off with poop jokes.
All right.
2 years. This is how we're gonna do it.
Yep. Very good. Excellent.
We're 2 years old. We're a baby learning to speak. This is exactly the type of humor we would indulge in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. So yes, podcast,
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah. Let's get into it. I
Yeah.
guess.
Uh,
First thing.
I did want to point out all of the
Yeah.
backdated episodes are now up on YouTube.
Oh,
So if you
nice.
miss anything from this season or any of our past seasons over the past 2
Mhm.
years, they are all up,
Nice.
except for the missing episode, the forgotten episode,
Yeah.
which I realized we should have just played that yesterday.
That would have been good.
Yeah, fuck, I didn't think of that. I should have. That would be like the best April Fools next year.
Yeah.
3 years of
Next year.
podcast,
Yeah.
if I remember.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll remember it then.
Wait,
No
or
problem.
next year we'll do just you having audio,
Yeah.
and then the year after that we'll combine them,
Yeah.
and it'll make no sense.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I don't actually know if I still have the forgotten episode, like the actual file anymore. But if I do, it's on my external hard drive, along with like 100 other videos. I don't know which one it is.
Nice. Way to go.
I have to math it out, figure out which date it was.
Mm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
with that, if we want to get into some news. Speaking of
Yeah.
2 years from now, well, only 1 year from
Oh,
now.
Yeah.
I forgot it was 2019.
That's okay. That's a common problem.
Life comes at you fast.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Promise Neverland Season 2 is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's happening next year at some point. And that's all of the details so far.
I like that they're spacing out with the like one full, like just one core at a time, but they're not spacing out too far like Attack on Titan, so everyone forgets about it. It's just
Yeah.
1 year, so they can keep up the quality. It's all good.
Mhm.
We won't have weird T-pose jet Bakugo like My Hero had, which people
Yeah.
still say looked amazing. I'm like,
Well. So yeah. They put out this 15-second trailer and it shows like nothing. I think it's just clips from the first season.
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I guess they haven't started animating it yet. They have like a year.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got some time.
They've literally just greenlit it, and immediately they're like, intern, throw 15 seconds of footage together.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Actually,
that was
I was gonna say, I don't know if Japan uses interns. They probably actually pay their employee, whoever's doing it.
yeah, probably.
Probably.
So Yeah, that show was good, so I'll definitely watch this.
I need to catch up on the manga real bad.
Hmm. Yeah.
Too bad I'm broke.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. No, I bought someone's birthday present like 3 months in advance today,
Oh,
and then bought a
nice.
copy for myself. I'm not saying what it was in case they watch this, but there was only 3,000 copies made. They're hand
Wow.
numbered, and they came out December 2018.
Hmm.
And I found them 2 weeks ago, and they're still on sale in most places. When I
Yeah.
checked today, they were sold out everywhere but Canadian Amazon, which had 7 left.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that's why I decided to buy it now. Even
Good
though
call.
I didn't have the money right now. I mean, I did, but I mean, you
Yeah.
know what I mean.
You weren't planning on spending that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm still waiting to get some tax refund from some dental work, which is
Oh.
that's why I was waiting
Oh.
for it to buy it. But then I'm like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I got my paperwork for that though, so soon. But yeah,
Cool.
uh,
So yeah. Yeah.
Firefox
Other
doesn't want to
news.
respond.
Nice.
It won't let me open the other link. Oh
That's
no.
okay. The other link is just a small news story. It's that Review Starlight is getting a comedy skit anime, and I will watch that because I will watch anything Review Starlight at this point.
Yes. The mobile
What a
game's
good
out
show.
too. I saw ads for it on High Dive today.
Oh, nice. I didn't know there was a mobile game, but cool.
Apparently. I think that's what it was, but
Mm.
yeah.
So yeah, I think they just announced that this is going to exist.
Mhm.
Not even a release date, so this is actually even less details than the last one. Yeah, just says coming soon.
Yeah. Oh, Crunchyroll did announce their 2019 anime lineup too
Oh yeah.
for going forward, which is Important Fruits Basket, Demon Slayer, of course. I'll be watching that.
Hmm.
We Never Learn. I've read a tiny bit of the manga. It's pretty funny, but it's also a harem, so yeah.
Yeah.
But Bakumatsu Crisis, another series with Bakumatsu in the name. There's a lot.
Hmm.
Trust me. And then a bunch of ongoing stuff. JoJo's is pretty cool. So is the
Yeah.
rest. Most of this stuff is cool. I've never even heard of Fight League Gear Gadget Generators. Girls fight for glory
Yeah.
decked out with cool gadgets. That sounds dope. How have I not heard of this yet? And it's ongoing, which means it's
Yeah.
already like a season out.
Yeah, I looked at that once because I saw like Crunchyroll tweet about it once. I was like, "What is this? I've never heard of this." And it's got like 30 or 40 episodes already. I think.
Yo,
It's weird.
this looks dope. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. I'm gonna have to watch that. Apparently there's only 7 episodes.
Oh. Huh. Wonder what I
Now.
saw then.
Yeah, I mean there might be like a short 5-minute series as well. They sometimes do that,
Hmm.
right? They'll have like the one
Yeah.
series that's 5 minutes and it spins off into a full show.
Yeah.
So that's probably it. But
It's probably something like that.
yeah, still that's pretty cool. I found a new show to watch. Ha!
Nice.
And then Card Fight Vanguard's still going on. Whew.
Yeah.
And One Piece is still going on. I think One Piece is definitely the longest running here.
Oh yeah. One Piece will be running until the end of time.
Ooh, actually, Case Closed is here. Case Closed is actually older.
Oh yeah.
Case Closed is almost at 1,000 episodes, I think.
Oh, jeez.
Case Closed anime.
Oh.
I think
like
it's longer. I could be wrong though.
I like that their description is he's still solving cases and he's still 10. It's a very good description.
Season 16 to current. Yeah, episode 936 comes out
Jeez.
next week, April 13th.
Wow.
Oh, still 10. 27 years later, or however many. Yeah, this is season 27. 27 years later.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Looking at the DVDs
Mhm.
is
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
This is only the second half to. This is just starting in 2018. This is
Mm-hmm.
season 15. Has 8 volumes of DVDs.
Oh.
They all have like 10. Yikes. That's wild.
Being a case closed fan just sounds exhausting.
You're never gonna run out of content though. Like thank
Yeah.
God for that. You could be a fan for 27 years. And
Yeah.
you can start watching when you're 10, you'll be 37 and you'll still have that 10-year-old with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet. That's
Oh,
cool.
that's so weird.
You'll be older than he is when he gets turned into the 10-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think he was only like in his 20s or something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Anyway. Oh, that was kind of it for news.
I just realized Boruto
Yeah.
says Naruto's son's story. Why did it not
Nice.
say Boruto's dad's son's story? Go all in on the memes.
Oh, that would be too much.
Too much. You're right. But yeah, so yeah,
So, yeah.
stuff we've read and watched this week. You want to go first?
Yeah, sure, I can go first.
All right.
Stuff I watched. So, it's the end of the season, so we got to finish up some shows.
Mhm.
First off was Promised Neverland, which we already kind of mentioned, but it's really good. It's a really strong ending, and it's in like a really good spot. I'm very excited to see season 2 eventually.
And that teaser for the future,
Mm-hmm.
the manga cover you found,
Oh yeah,
guns.
that's wild.
And that one
Yeah.
kid with the axe who does not look like
Yeah.
he can hold an axe.
Yeah,
It's good.
it was. But yeah. Oh, that final episode was really good. It was like it like closes the loop on a lot of the plot lines that were going on, but then leaves just enough like teasing you for what would come next.
Oh, I
It's
think this is
really
the big
good.
plot twist I know. The one that like I was spoiled up to, where
Oh.
the scenery shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's like the official end of the first arc. That's kind of where I figured
Yeah.
it would end because it's like the perfect natural point to transition,
Yeah.
which is really cool
really-
that they have that.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it ended. This is a spoiler podcast. We can just say it, like spoil
Yeah.
it if we want.
Yeah. It's when they go over the wall and get out across the gorge and into the forest.
Yeah,
That's where it ends.
they get away from Grace Fieldhouse. Yeah,
Yep.
I know a bit
Yeah.
more past there, but I
Okay.
haven't read I haven't read past the first volume or watched an episode.
You should
People keep
read and
spoiling
watch.
me. People keep spoiling me, so I don't need to. The same thing happened with Madoka, and I watched it like 7 years later.
Yeah. All right. So we'll check back in 7 years and see if you've watched this by then, I guess.
Maybe not 7 years. When was
Yeah.
it? It was like a good 2 or 3. I'll
Mm.
check how many days, because I actually had the start time on my Mal.
Yeah.
It was like 3 days after the first episode aired.
Mhm.
Anyways.
Nice. So the next show I finished up was Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka. That show got real bad near the end.
Oh no.
Like it started off not like it wasn't promising at the beginning, but it's like okay, they're trying to do something here. They're taking these serious ideas and they're like trying to do more than just a lot of the grimdark shows that we normally get. And then like partway through, it just kind of discarded all of the like character stuff and it's just like no, we're just gonna be weird and gory and torture and they torture a lot of people in this show. And yeah, and it doesn't help that like they were clearly running out of budget for a lot of it, and the animation gets really bad for a lot of the show, and so all the fight scenes ended up looking real bad. It is not great. It's made me like rethink if I want to keep getting the manga because the show ended a little bit past where the manga is right now, or the English is.
There's,
So I'm like,
there's a chance a lot of it was anime original too, though.
yeah, well,
Who knows?
only the last like episode and a half is past the manga, so it wouldn't be that much.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of anime original stuff in it, but it's like half an episode or so. And it actually has, the manga has extra scenes in it that like are continuing to deal with like trauma and PTSD and that stuff and taking the serious topics seriously, and they like cut those out for the anime, or some of them at least. So it's like they still kind of deal with things, but not in the way that you want to, or not
The
to a degree that is satisfying.
the like closure isn't there.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's. I don't think the show is going to get a second season, which is weird because it ends on such like a terrible point of just like the magical demon things are attacking, and they steal this magical artifact, and they successfully get it, and they beat everyone up and then leave. And so all of the magical girls are like, "Wow, that sucked." Like,
That's just the end. Well, that sucks.
yeah.
Bye.
It's this weird, awful, like non-ending, and
Oh.
oh, it's bad. It's like, ugh. It's like setting up. It's like they spent the entire season just setting up the villain's motives without ever like properly introducing who the villain even is. It's bizarre. It like makes a lot more sense for the manga to be based that way, but the anime just doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough of that show. Though it's more discussion than that show deserves. And then the last show I finished was Magnificent Kotobuki, which was really, really good. Like this show was such a pleasant surprise overall, and the finale was just a lot of fun. I think it's because I enjoyed all the dogfighting, and that was most of what the finale was. I had some good emotional moments in it too, and did a good job of wrapping up its weird story that it was doing. But yeah, it was like just such a fun show. It's gonna be really underrated because no one watched it because it was on High Dive, but it's good.
The score actually went up 2 points from the start of the season, whereas at like 5.1 something, it's at like 6.96 now. So
nice.
People, once they give it more of a chance, liked it and didn't just go 3D CG. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But
we will.
We will.
Yeah. I think the 3D in the show actually looks pretty good. Like on the whole, it looks mostly fine. It has moments where it is put right up against 2D stuff, and it looks really weird. But when it's like committing to the 3D, it actually looks pretty good. Yeah, that was all the stuff I watched. But I did do some reading this week.
I heard you got some new books.
Yeah, a box of manga showed up at the door, so I did some reading. Yeah, the first thing I read was Versailles of the Dead.
Oh, did you actually read all of this stuff before
that? Yeah, I actually.
That's genius.
Yeah, I figured why not?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not? That's actually genius. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Never even thought of that. Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, I was curious about this when it got announced as being brought over.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, Marie Antoinette gets killed by zombies and her brother has to take her place to go get married.
Yeah.
That's real weird and sounds like it could go real bad.
And then deals with zombies too on top.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like kind of curious about it, and I'm still not totally sure about it. That first volume introduces a lot of ideas in it, and a lot of it is very like mysterious. So it's like, oh, I would kind of need the second volume to really see if I wanted to like commit to this series or not. But yeah, it's weird. I won't like spoil anything in particular. I'll wait for you to read it. Then we can talk about it more openly. But yeah.
I'm here if it goes for Marie Antoinette was a trans girl who murdered zombies. Like, if that's the historical revisionism going on, I know it's not, but that's historical revisionism I want to see in the world.
That would be good.
It'd be cool because, I mean, twins, if ends up running into their zombie again and stuff, playing off the fact that there's a zombie of them too, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'm interested. The art looks really good. That's one of the things that's really nice about it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that like Victorian era style of very elaborate dresses and jewelry and stuff. Yeah. And then the next one I read was Wonderland, which is a story about a girl who wakes up and everything has shrunk, or she has shrunk, and all of the
I mean,
people have shrunk.
okay,
And
everyone's shrunk. I thought it was a retelling of Alice in Wonderland again. I mean, it probably
no,
is, but
I
sort
mean
of.
there's a girl named Alice,
Okay.
so it has a lot of it's lightly drawing on Alice in Wonderland stuff, at least in the first two volumes. It's real weird. It was like out of the three series I read, it was the most interesting, but I don't know that it was enough to make me want to get the other four volumes.
Ooh, that doesn't say a lot about the other
I don't
series.
know. Oh, For Side of the Dead, I just have a lot of reservations
Yeah,
about,
no,
and
definitely.
yeah.
Just knowing how that stuff kind of goes.
hmm But yeah, Wonderland was like, I don't know, it was, I don't know, the plot stuff it sets up is like, mm,
I'm gonna stop you right there real second. Pull a
yeah,
Kanye.
yeah,
I
okay,
have to be right back if you want to finish talking about these, but
okay,
as I mentioned earlier,
yeah,
explosive
okay.
diarrhea.
Oh boy, okay. Now the question is, do I actually keep talking about this? I don't know. Mm, I don't know. So Wonderland, I could just like spoil all of Wonderland now. I could spoil all these. For Side of the Dead, I'm scared that it'll get really like transphobic or something because it's like kind of forcing the brother to dress as his sister, even though he doesn't necessarily seem cool with it. I'm not super cool about that. I don't know. It might change later on. It hasn't fully explained what's up with that, so I don't know. And Wonderland is like it's setting up this big government conspiracy, and I don't think it seems that interesting. But like, there's still enough cool stuff in it that I kind of want to keep reading it. And the last thing is Fairy Tale Battle Royale. And it's, I don't know why it's called a Battle Royale. It's not a Battle Royale. It's just people in a different world having to kill things, but they're not killing each other. And it's incredibly predictable. There's like supposed to be these plot twists that just do nothing. Or like you see them coming a mile away. And so when they hit, it's like there's no impact on them. I don't know. None of these manga were particularly good, but she won them in the contest and had to have them sent to me because I'm in America and she is not. So, oh, for manga I didn't have to pay for, they were pretty all right. But I will not probably read any more of any of these. Anyway, well, I'm actually out of things to talk about. I meant to watch Perfect Blue because I have the Blu-ray sitting here, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. Um, I keep thinking about rewatching Land of the Lustrous. I swear I'm going to do that eventually. I've got the Steelbook Blu-ray sitting on my desk. And I see it every day. I'm like, oh, I should watch that. And I know it has the English dub, so like I could watch it with the English dub. I'll get around to it someday. Hmm. I really don't know what to say now. She left at the worst time because I was almost out of things to say. Oh no. Huh. I'm just gonna sit here and drink some water and wait, I guess. Hmm. Sorry for the waiting, I guess, if anyone's watching this. I'm listening to the Review Starlight soundtrack right now because it's fantastic. It's extremely good. People should listen to that. You should watch that show if you haven't. It's very, very good.
I'm back. I'm so sorry
Oh,
about that.
that's
I
okay.
oh,
Things. It's okay.
usually
Things happen.
yeah,
Gotta take care of business
uh,
sometimes, you know.
Shenanimegans, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so normally when one of us is feeling sick, we just skip a day.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been feeling fine the past 2 hours. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Of course, I play Fate. I make the joke about it. And 10
Yeah.
minutes into the podcast, I'm like, I am going to die right now, real
Oh.
quick. My my innards are demanding to become outwards,
Oh.
and I don't have the power to deny them their dreams.
Yeah.
You gotta support people in what they want to do.
True.
Anyways, so
Anyway,
so where did you leave off? Did you talk about Fairy
Fairy
Tale
Tale Battle
Bell?
Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
There's kind of don't have a whole lot to say about it. It's like, I don't know, it's really predictable. It tries to pull some stuff, but you see it coming a mile away.
So
And
generic battle royale.
it's not even a battle royale. Not
Oh,
really.
maybe it
Like
becomes one more later on.
maybe.
Because we
Yeah.
love battle royales here.
I think battle royales can be okay.
Yeah, I just think it's really funny because I think we were just talking about battle royales like the week before this package became a thing.
Yeah.
So it's really funny
True.
to see it there.
Hmm.
Alright, so you got
Yeah.
anything else?
No.
I hope I
it's
didn't
the-
leave you too long. You lose track of time.
No, it was okay.
Okay.
I just started talking about spoilers for everything I could think of.
Okay.
So it's
Spoil
fine.
everything.
Yeah,
Well,
everything.
did you talk about spoiler from DC Universe, Stephanie Brown?
Yep. It was all about that.
She's my favorite spoiler.
Ah,
I'm so it's okay. Her hero name is Spoiler because she's extra and she ran a blog where she spoiled stuff
Dope.
for people.
Wait.
But her greatest
Her-
spoiler was trying to spoil her dad's evil plan because her dad's a supervillain.
so wait, her superpower is she has a blog? What?
No, no. Okay. So Stephanie Brown is the daughter
Uh-huh.
of Clue Master, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Clue Master is like a knockoff Riddler. He's like he's like E tier as fuck. No one thinks of him. So there's this whole plot line around him using a bunch of like S tier villains. He just literally just gives them cards. He does one small thing and gives them a bunch of cards like come fuck up Gotham. So they all go fuck up Gotham and Batman's having a meltdown going like, who's the mastermind behind this? And Clue Master's like, you never think of an E tier like me. All I did was literally send cards. It's not that deep, Bruce. And Bruce is like, I don't get it. Meanwhile, his daughter's found out, and she's just posting on her blog that used to spoil movies that her dad's a supervillain. And she, at some point, makes a costume for herself, and she basically becomes one of Batman's new people.
Okay.
It's actually a fantastic plotline. I love it. I spoiled the entire thing, but go read Batman Eternal. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll get right on that.
It's so good. So
Yeah.
good. There's a scene with her and Harper Row, who is Bluebird, who is another like new protege at Batman. Literally, both of them just bonding over how hot Catwoman looked in like this pantsuit that literally didn't have buttons to do up.
Nice.
That they bond over how gay they are over that, and it's fantastic.
That's very good.
But yeah, that's my favorite spoiler.
All right.
Anime and manga.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
Speaking of
there's some
anime
DC
manga.
manga, so.
Probably. That
Prob-
sounds like a thing that would exist.
Speaking of manga sale up to 50% off.
Ooh.
The ad at the top. I think it's only digital, but yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'll get into my stuff then.
Yeah.
So
What
I
have you been
didn't
up to?
watch much, but I did read some stuff.
All right.
So I got my last 2 volumes of Blam.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished Blam.
Nice.
God, that series is gorgeous. Ooh. Apparently on the manga store, Blam is for sale for like $3.
Ooh.
For digital only. But again, I don't know if they just forgot to remove their uh, whatchamacallit,
Mm.
April Fool's Day thing. Actually, no, I think there is
Oh.
actually a Blam Tsutomu Nihei or something vertical sale on a different digital publisher, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was on sale real cheap here too.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there's also a Kodansha Spring Break. Oh yeah, Throwback Thursday, Blam digital manga sale ends for 10 years of Kodansha comics. That's why, even though it's
Ah,
published by Vertical, right? Yeah, the master
yeah.
editions are published by Vertical, but the Japanese publisher is Kodansha. So
Close enough.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, so finish that. God,
Mhm.
near the end, it feels like he was told he had to finish in X amount of time, so he stopped caring about the plot. That, or he just stopped caring about it because he wanted to work on other stuff. But like, you can tell he had really good plans because he has all these crazy designs and really cool looking shit, but he just doesn't do anything with it. It all just ends in like one of the coolest design fucking things just shows up to get shot within like 5 panels. It's like you can
Wow.
tell he had this whole thing planned out for it, but he's just like, it's ending. Fuck it. So like the end, unfortunately, isn't very good. I would have
Mhm.
given it a 10, but the end was kind of trash, so I gave it 8. But the art in the end is amazing. It's all like full page spreads of badass designs and stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
if only. I need to get more of his stuff, where he doesn't just give up halfway through the end, as it felt like. Although that could, again, have been him being told he had to cancel it, so he's just like, fuck it. I'll try
Yeah.
to fit it all in. But yeah, with the master editions of Abara and what's the other series? Knights of Sidonia. I'll
Mm.
probably be picking up more of his stuff soon. But yeah,
Nice.
so read those. I found a manga. I read like half of the first volume, but didn't, or first chapter, but didn't finish it. But it seemed interesting. It's Blue Period. It's about like some kid who doesn't like care about stuff. He's kind of like a punk and a shitty like playboy thug, but he gets really into art,
Mhm.
and it's like this passion, and he's never had a passion before, and it's like one of those aimless like punk shitheads who basically finds his calling and kind of stops being as much of a punk shithead.
Mhm.
I literally just saw random pages from the first chapter, so I know nothing about it, but it seemed interesting, so I put it on my plan to read. And I'll actually
Cool.
read it sometime soon. I know nothing about it besides that synopsis. Um,
All right.
After that,
Yeah.
I got volume 14 of Fire Force. So I'm
Nice.
caught up on the English release of that, and oh my god, the
Mhm.
implications of this volume were fucking insane.
Nice.
Uh, I can give spoilers for like the main villain's whole evil plot off this,
Yeah.
or at least what it's
Oh.
alluding to, but could be different. And it's wild. It's one of those things where it's like this is what Japan does best.
Mhm.
No one is better at telling stories about this topic than
Yeah.
Japan.
Oh.
I think I tweeted about it, so you might have seen it. But it's like I don't want to spoil it, but I want to because it's wild,
Mhm.
right?
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, it's so good. Just please read it.
Yeah.
The anime's coming out. That's why I don't want to spoil it. If there was no anime announcement, I'd just be like, "Fuck, I'm telling you what's happening."
Mhm.
But because people might watch the anime, I don't want to do that to them.
Mm. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be watching the anime.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
talk
It's good.
about Trash Girl from like 2 volumes ago, who I love.
Yeah.
Yeah, and her stuff. I love her. She wasn't in this volume, sadly. There's
Oh.
some talking animals, though.
Oh. That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah, eh. But yeah, so fantastic series. It starts off a little weaker than Soul Eater did, but I feel like its main overarching plot might be
Mhm.
better than Soul Eater, because Soul Eater's end was kind of tragic.
Yeah.
Not like it was still good, but it's like did start to get a bit muddled near the end. Like it just got dragged on a bit too long. Whereas this series seems to have avoided that by, instead of jumping straight into the heavy plot, starting off kind of generic shonen-y to build characters first and then really get into the plot and like pace it out over a
Yeah.
farther distance. Because yeah, Soul Eater like got hard into it right away.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. I also got volume 2 of Little Witch Academia,
Oh, yeah.
which is it's still fun. This one had a lot more chapters that were just anime chapters, which aren't as good. The art's nice, but the part I really like is the manga original chapters, because they're like companion pieces sort of to the anime,
Yeah.
where it's just like side stories connected to the main stories in the anime. You do need some main storyline, which is why there's some anime stories. Otherwise, anyone who hasn't watched anime won't make sense for. And they're marketing this under. Well, they need it to be standalone enough, but it's clearly not gonna finish like the manga. Like the third volume's not even gonna get halfway. That was my biggest issue with the Kill la Kill manga. Is it wasn't even a companion piece. It's just a straight retelling of like the first 6 episodes across 3 volumes, and then it was just done because
That's
it's
weird.
just like 3. Yeah, but the Little Witch one's so much better because it has those companion stories to add to the anime more. So I do enjoy it a lot. The art is fantastic. But yeah, it's only 3 volumes too, so the last volume will come out eventually. I haven't checked when it's solicited for, but I'll get to finish that. I still have to play the game too.
Yeah.
And then there was another 1 volume manga that I don't think got translated, but I think it was a straight retelling as well, so I don't know why they did like multiple, but yeah. And yeah, that was actually it. Like I read some stuff. I read like 6 volumes worth of stuff because the Blame had like 2-in-1s, but
Yeah.
didn't really watch much. I watched more Young Justice,
Oh, yeah.
mainly because I'm also listening to the YJ Files podcast, so I'm like watching the episodes before the podcast, and I had to catch up a bit, so I'm like a few episodes ahead now, so I don't have to worry about the podcast and be like, what's happening, even though I spoiled myself already entirely. Oh, there's this fantastic episode where Dick Grayson, who was formerly Robin, Nightwing, right? He's like, I need people to help me for this team. So he gets Speedy, Red Arrow, Green Arrow's sidekick, Arsenal, aka Red Arrow, aka Green Arrow's sidekick, and Guardian, aka Red Arrow's uncle, aka... So their names are Roy Harper, Will Harper, and I think Jim Harper? They're literally all clones. 2 of them are clones of one other guy, of one of them. And it's the funniest thing, because it's literally all just Crispin Freeman being, like, kind of a dick to him in different ways, and they all look the same. And Guardian's, like... Or no, it's, Red Arrow has, like, settled down because he has a kid now. So instead of being a superhero, he's like, yeah, this is Bowhunter Security. We're a security force now. And, like, the whole time he's screaming, like, his Jeep gets sold, and he's like, no, my premiums! And they have, like, this stupid, super, like, epic soundtrack whenever you see them walk around in their, like, uniforms for Bowhunter Security. It's fantastic. It's so good. It's such a good episode, which it was definitely needed because it just comes off like a bunch of people dying over and over again for the first 3 episodes. Like, this season is heavy.
Yeah.
It's like the episode immediately after the one where the girl gets her face melted off.
That sounds rough.
Yeah, you get to see her with like half her face just melted and gone.
No, thank you.
It's good. She's okay though. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, in
yeah.
that case.
She's literally just talking with half her face burned off, like, no, no, it's okay, it's okay. And everyone's just like, ah. Yeah, yeah. No, it's real dark. They
Mm.
kind of. It feels a bit shitty that they killed that one character so much
Yeah.
because it's like trauma, but it's like it's their expendable character they can bring back. So if they want to kill someone, it's like we get it though. We get it.
Hmm.
You didn't have to do that in previous seasons. Just stop making them suffer. It's okay. We get the whole Doom Patrol nightmare scene with later where they all sing about going off to die,
Mm.
which
Oh,
is fun.
yeah, fun.
Yeah, in the fever dream of Beast Boy, well, he also remembers his mom being like telepathically compelled to drive off a cliff.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it's dark. It's even dark as shit. That's my favorite anime right now.
All
Totally anime.
right.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's it for me for stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait, I did search up. Uh,
Mm.
Madoka Magica took me 1,765 days to watch.
Oh, is that all?
4.835616 years. Which the scary
Oh,
thing is, I searched how many years is 1,765 days, and it says people also ask how many weeks is a month in pregnancy.
what?
I know,
What?
right? How
That,
many weeks is a month in pregnancy?
huh. I mean,
And
I know
apparently,
pregnancy, they was referred to it in a number of weeks, so it's like, oh, it's your 20 weeks or whatever. I don't know. So I could see people be like, how many months is that? But
I
that's
know.
just basic math.
The
Like,
thing
oh,
here is saying, like, the confusion here is that while at 9 weeks you are fully 2 months pregnant, and in the first week of your third month, it's like the
yeah.
I don't need that explained. That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
4 weeks a month.
Yeah, people shouldn't need that explained.
I know. I- And then the other stuff is really funny because it's like that, and then also, how do you convert days into months and days in Java? How do I
Mm.
convert days to months and years in Excel? It's like nothing. What week is safe to give birth?
Mm. Huh.
Uh,
Anyway.
yeah.
Oh.
Just things people search for that I somehow
Mm.
relate. The thing that got me was the fact that they were somehow related to how many years is 1,765
Yeah.
days. Because I was just imagining, like, oh, how many days is too long for a pregnancy? It's been 1,765. I'm a little worried.
Hmm.
Oh, oh, sorry. I was 4 days
Yeah.
off. It was
Oh,
1,769. 69,
nice.
eh? Nice.
Anyway, so we get on to the book club then.
Sure, yeah.
We have some stuff to talk about.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you real quick.
Yeah.
I didn't finish Asylum Session.
Wow.
I sent you the message like, did you
Yeah.
finish it? I was really hoping you were gonna say no. I'm watching it now.
Yeah.
Fuck. To be fair, I had explosive diarrhea.
Yeah. To be fair.
To be fair, uh, no. Basically,
Yeah.
uh, I watched Norageki. I was like, this is dope. Oh, I really
Hmm.
wish it had been a full length movie. And then the monkey claw, like paw curled, and I
Yeah.
started Asylum Session without paying attention. And I'm like 20 minutes in, and I'm like, how fucking long is this? I thought it'd be over by now. This seems short. I look, it's like an hour and 15 minutes. I'm just like,
Yeah.
send you a message. Hey, did you finish this? You said yeah. I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. And I just skipped to the last 7 minutes, just the last scene and a
Yeah.
half. I can tell you the entire plot having just seen 27
Yeah.
minutes of this movie without anything in between, right? So the
Yeah.
plot of Asylum Session:
Hmm.
girl wants to get into an art college. Her dad's like, here's stuff for like a regular college, and doesn't like seems to be pushing her for academics instead. But she's like, I want to be like my dead mom and make art. And she
Yeah.
she gets home and she's pissed because all of her mom's art is missing, but she doesn't listen to his fucking message where he says, "Oh, about mom's art." She just walks away.
Yeah.
Where he probably says something like, "Oh, I'm getting it put in new frames or some shit."
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did miss that part, but that's okay. It's not important.
Yeah.
There's two scenarios it could have been that we'll get to at the end. Anyways, so she's like, "Fuck it, I'm running away from home," and all of her friends are like, "Yeah, my parents won't do that. That's fucked." It's like, first off, your parents should say okay, then phone her dad. Her dad's a cop. Just get him to pick her up. Like this, you don't just go, "Oh, I don't want your friend here. She should go on the streets. That's safer." Anyway, she gets
Yeah.
on a bus, falls asleep, wakes up in some weird ass part of town, tries to get some free food. There's an altercation between the cops and the people she's hanging out with, and her dad's a cop, and he sees her and
Yep.
is just like, "Yeah, fuck it." But there's a dude who can fly, who gets
Mhm.
into a fight, and then they all just go, "Ah, fuck it. Fight's over, let's go." And they're like, "Oh no, what do we do?" They want to tear down the stadium that we've turned into basically like a refugee camp, like where we're squatting.
Mhm.
And they've all put art everywhere. And the elder's like, "We're throwing Woodstock, baby. Woodstock brought down. Woodstock inspired some hooker to go after Jimi Hendrix, which brought the attention of the almighty Amaterasu god." And just complete nonsense. He's like completely out there. And he's like, "We need someone part of this to do the tradition where they draw across the mountainside. And it's gonna be you, fucker." And the flying guy's like, "Well, I don't give a shit about art. Fuck that." So then that's kind of where I stop. I assume she has to teach him art, and then he flies around the city drawing it across the skyscrapers that you see in the background everywhere there, because that's the mountainside, while they have their rock fest. Then inspires the cops to stop attacking him, or they just beat the shit out of the cops, either one. Like,
Yeah.
well, they beat the cops, but not really. They still lose their place and have to go squat elsewhere. But
Mhm.
they get back at the cops, and then, like, the last 7 minutes was like, "Oh yeah, Flying Dude was actually, like, a humanoid weapon from some war previously that they want to take back under custody." And he escaped again, and then just goes and hangs out with the squires again, which the girl does too. But she also goes home and finds her dad sick, and the paintings are all back. And that's where it's either she inspired him to bring back the paintings, or he was just like, "They would just get a new frames." And yeah, then she just goes and hangs out with the squatters again somewhere down in the city.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
literally the entire plot.
Yeah, that's basically
Did
it.
I miss anything important?
I mean, so
Oh yeah, the two date. They sort of date, right? She and the guy are like kind of fucking.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah, there we go. I knew I was forgetting something. Literally, it's because they show up at the squatter's place together at the end. They're like, "Oh, they fucking."
Mm. Yeah, the one part you missed is that the cops show up at the stadium again, and this time they bring a crane with a wrecking ball and actually knock some of it down, and now the squatters know where to live, and that's why Akira goes into the city and starts painting on all the buildings. He's
Oh,
like,
okay.
he's trying to rally everyone back together to start a riot again, and then they literally just pick up police officers and throw them into a river, including the girl's dad. It's really silly
It's
looking.
just the Boston Tea Harbor.
Yeah, but with cops.
So yeah, I was pretty right. I just didn't have the motivations for why they did stuff.
Yeah.
But the actual what happened, I had pretty much down pat. And that was with skipping like 50 minutes in between.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry you sat through that. I was really hoping I had gone to you before you had, so I could just say, "Just drop it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it." But
Yeah.
I felt so bad because I was like, "Oh, now I have to." But then I sat there and like,
Nah.
I'm gonna finish this and then like have to immediately do Shenanimegans.
Mhm.
Worked the past 2 days. One of my coworkers has been sick, so I've been doing all of his work on top of mine. It's the only
Oh,
time
yeah.
since he started that his work's been caught up, because he's always 4 days behind. But you know, I can do his and mine on top of each other completely fine. Well, not completely fine. It's incredibly stressful, and I'm overworked. But I'm getting it done when he can't even get his own work done. And I get
Yeah.
home and have explosive diarrhea. I'm just like, It's not worth it. I need some happiness in my life. Like, I
Yeah.
have better things I could do right now
Mhm.
than watch this shit. Which is the same way I felt about being on that toilet. I was literally just like, I have so many better things to do. And I
Yeah.
went and watched graphic novel haul videos on YouTube because that was a better use of my time than finishing this. And I'm so sorry. I'm
Eh.
so sorry. I thought this was 20 minutes. I didn't realize it was like over an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Eh. It was
Oh
like,
my
I
god.
don't know. I didn't hate it as much as you did. I don't think it's good, but
Well,
there
that
there are
was
some like small things I like about it.
that was it. It was just so predictable to the point where it's like
Yeah.
I have better things to do. I
Hmm.
skipped 50 minutes and I could tell you the entire plot.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm feeling cuz like there's stuff I hate. This I didn't
Hmm.
hate. It just felt so unnecessary, right? Like
Yeah. It
I'm like
was
I
Odyssey
can
was like
mm,
it was like kind of dull. Like you kind of see a lot of it coming, and it's like when it happens, you're like, well, okay, that's yep, that's basically what I thought. And so there's just nothing to it.
the animation doesn't help it.
Yeah, it looks real bad.
Oh god.
It looks like the like pre-rendered cutscenes for a PS1 game.
It looks worse
It's
than that. It looks like that when they have like the heat effects on.
yeah,
When they don't have the heat effects on, it just looks like weird. And like it's worse animation than like Reboot from the 90s.
yeah. And this is from 2009.
Why was
It's
this a full
oof.
movie? Oh,
Yeah. I was trying to look it up, and there's no like company listed as to who made this. There's
wait,
just one
really?
name for a director. Yeah, on Mal,
Maybe,
and I was looking around elsewhere, and it's just not listed.
wonder if he just did it all himself with
I
friends
don't
or
know.
something.
That director made one other thing, and I'm curious to go watch that now.
100-second Cinema Robo. 9
Yeah,
OVA episodes at 1 minute per episode. See, that I can sit through. That's 9 minutes. I'm gonna watch that.
yeah. So I'll have to hunt that down. I mean, I'm sure that's very popular. It's probably very easy to find.
Of course. Wait, which
Yeah,
studio did this? So maybe it's the same one. None found.
yeah.
I wonder if this guy is just doing it on his own, just like with his own 3D models or something. Which, like,
That would,
power to you. That's fucking crazy if he is. That's
yeah,
actually pretty good quality for that. But like,
yeah, for like a
oh,
solo thing. But yeah, if this was
we
like
don't
a
even know if it
real
is or not.
project, whew,
You'd
yeah,
think you would have said on high dive, right?
yeah.
I can't read Japanese, so I can't tell. But there's companies. There's companies in this mini picture here, down at the bottom here.
Mm,
I don't know who, but yeah, I gave it a 2. Uh,
huh.
yeah, yeah, like, if I actively disliked it, I probably could
Hmm.
have just finished it through, like, so I would have more shit talk about it. But it's just so, this is
Dull.
pointless.
Hmm.
I have better things to do that I just couldn't. I tried, like, I started it back up again when you said yes, and I, like, sat for another 30 seconds and just skipped. I was like, I can't. I'm so sorry. I only have an hour left of my day. I haven't had any free time.
Hmm.
Fuck. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
something else. And so I went and dealt with fucking Silent Hill speedrun drama instead. And that was a better use of my time. I felt
Yeah.
I felt like I got more out of that than this anime.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I have to say. The weirdest
Hmm.
thing I found with the anime is like characters would just be completely still as if it's like a single frame, like mouths wouldn't even move when they talk, and then suddenly they'd like move
Hmm.
and it'd go from like 24 or like I guess 30 frames because it's CG, and then suddenly skip
Yeah.
to 60 frames. Like that first
Yeah.
fight scene going into 60 frames is so fucking weird because they're all moving at 60 frames, and then you see the background is just a still image while everything, like they do a shaky cam,
Yeah.
but the background doesn't shake with it. It's just like what the fuck. Like you can tell it's
Yeah.
literally just a 2D background with 3D models in front. Like it's
Hmm.
oh
Real bad and weird and
oh.
not good. Man, I didn't even like how most of the characters looked in this because it was so like inconsistent. Because like some of them just look like regular people, and some of them look like regular people kind of exaggerated the way some anime will do, and then some people just look like aliens, look like their bone structure.
The fucking train section when the girl's on the train the first time, she's like
Mhm,
super freaking tall and huge. There's like some like old lady who I think's supposed to be like fat in front of her,
mhm.
who's like looks almost like shriveled. Like her head's tiny. She's like half the size of the main girl who's like giant. It's just oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, it's bizarre.
It really is.
Mhm.
There's so many scenes too that just like should have ended like 20 seconds before they do.
Yeah.
Like it's just like cutting back and forth between two people's faces while one guy makes a noise for like 20 seconds and then moves on. Like
Mhm.
when they point at what's his name to say like you're the one who's gonna do it. Like they could have just cut it there, but instead he has
Mhm.
this whole fight scene, and then at the end he's like ha 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 ha,
Yeah.
or the elder's doing it. One, it's either him or the elder, but one of them is just going like ah for like a good
Yeah.
10-15 seconds before it cuts. It's like what the fuck.
Yeah. It's like they were trying to go for a comedy bit there, but then they just didn't get it, and so it's just comes across real weird. That was a real bad part that I had forgotten about. Oh, yeah, there was. I don't know. There were like some very small bits of this I actually liked. Like a lot of the like drawings in this were really good. Like in the girl's sketchbook, and then when he paints stuff on the buildings, I think like, oh, this actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like
That stuff looks alright.
if it's a 2D anime using that kind of art, it would have been amazing.
Yeah, would have been great.
But it wasn't.
And then
It wasn't.
the one other thing I liked was when that elder was talking about what they're going to do, and he's like retelling the story of Woodstock. And it's like a bunch of nonsense, but
Yeah.
he says it happened like thousands of years ago or something. So it's clearly this far future where they've like
I don't think
like
it
history
is.
has just gotten distorted.
I don't
I
think
mean, it
it's.
is.
It clearly
It
is
is.
a futuristic thing, but I don't think it's that far future. Because even the
Mhm.
people listening start going like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, I don't think that's
Yeah.
an actual story. Like, he's clearly just taking two different bits of history and mashing them. Like, and
Yeah.
people can realize that because it is the future, right? It
Yeah.
is far enough forward that Woodstock is considered just a tale, but he's also still clearly just mashing them together at random level and goes, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Yeah.
But like he's talking about some hooker like going up to Jimi Hendrix to get him to light his guitar on fire or something, which
Yeah.
brings Amaterasu to like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that was actually pretty good. Like there's some decent writing in singular scenes, but the plot
Mhm.
itself was bad. Most of the characters were boring. Uh,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
just
Outside of the main girl and the dude, there was like not kind of much in terms of characters. Like there were people who did things and said things, but they didn't. Like
yeah.
there was nothing to them. They're all very flat characters.
Yeah. All
Mm.
I want is just the scene of the old guy telling the story and someone do an animation over it with like really good animation, just showing
Yeah.
the entire story as he explains it. That's what I want out of this. That's the
Yeah.
best part.
Yeah. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah. I did like the mother's art once we finally see it at the end.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was God, the probably the part that I think is worst about this is that like at the end it's like, oh, like the stadium gets destroyed and all those people no longer have a place to live, but like it's okay because the robot boy learned how to be a human because the girl taught him that, and he learned how to make art because the girl taught him that too, because the girl exists to make this guy into a not terrible person. Like
Yeah,
that's
she doesn't
such a
even
tired trope.
she doesn't even get to finish her own story. Like, yeah, the art's back,
Yeah.
but we don't find out. Does she get to go to her art college?
Yeah.
They never actually say that or not. She
Oh.
just starts hanging out with them in the city. Like, no, she gave up on school entirely. She's just literally slumming it now. That's
Yeah.
probably not a good term, but like,
Yeah.
She's literally just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go down into this actual sewage drain to hang out with, which, like, that's cool and all, but also, like, that's how they end it. They don't actually say, like, whether this helped her find her dreams at all. Did she give up on her dreams? Did she, like,
Hmm. Yeah.
is she
I
there
feel
because she's
like,
running away from home again? Like,
yeah. I don't know. I feel like the scene where she goes home and her dad has all the art things back up.
mhm.
I feel like that's supposed to imply that he's like supportive of her art and she'll go to the college or whatever. But like, I don't
Did,
know. It's like they're being too subtle with it. Like like you need to do something to actually lead me to that conclusion instead of just leaving me to get there on my own.
well, yeah, especially with the fact that we have the message at the beginning where it's like, oh yeah, about your mother's art, and it cuts off because she leaves
Yeah.
and then gets upset that it's gone. It's like,
Hmm.
if he did just say, oh, I'm getting it, like, reframed, literally the whole reason for running away and coming back has no apparent actual relation to whether he supports her or not, because his support then comes in the fact that he's buying, like, he's still supporting her mom's work and just reframing it. He never got
Hmm.
rid of it as a point, but he's still buying her, like, college university exam books for regular university exams to, like,
Hmm.
be like, hey, yeah, no, don't, like, go to a regular college, and the paintings just have nothing to do with it. Which, if you assume that, like I did, the paintings
Hmm.
coming back don't signify shit about his stance for her. Like, he's just sick, so he can't nag her right now. That's all.
Mm. Yeah. Asylum session was bad.
Yeah,
We should move on.
yeah. All right, time to talk about something with better CG.
Yeah, it was only 2 years newer than this. The asylum session was.
I finished
I,
this.
nice.
This,
All
well,
all like 22 minutes of it.
yeah, as I said, like, I finished the 22 minutes. I'm like, that wasn't enough. I wish this was a feature length, and then the monkey paw fucked me and gave me an hour of
Hmm.
asylum session. Oh, because this was actually really intriguing and interesting.
Yeah, I
But
think this
it,
would have been better as a longer thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it would have done really well as, like, a full length picture to actually have time to delve into all the characters. Uh,
Yeah.
did you understand the ending?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I think I did, but I'm not fucking sure because it was weird.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's that. So, yeah.
yeah, uh, five numbers is about five people and an isolated prisoner. Well, it says there's four prisoners and a cat because one person's not technically a prisoner.
Hmm.
No guards, no one, no exits, nothing, and they're trying to find a way out.
Yeah. So yeah, the there's something about a biological virus that is like the old man that's up there is the last one that's
Well,
infected with it.
well, our first hint of
Hmm.
it is when we're showing all the people and why they were sent there, right?
Hmm.
We show the one woman who's, like, gambling, so it must be illegal. We see the other guy with some sort of deed or something. I can't read Japanese, but that's him
Yeah.
embezzling. We see the girl, and they're all causing, like, chain and reaction stuff, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, her gambling, I think, is partly caught because of him, because it looks like he's dealing in the same casino as her at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, he's fucked over because of the girl who trashes the stock market,
Hmm.
which ruins the stuff he's been embezzling, and then he gets screwed. And then you
Hmm.
see in the background, because she's in, I don't know where, but you see when she's caught on the paper, a bunch
Yeah.
of hazmat suits, and that's where we see, I'll call him Robo Boy.
Hmm.
I don't remember his name.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't gonna spoil that yet. I was gonna say it's because he has no emotion,
Oh,
but
okay.
spoilers. But we see him in a hazmat suit, and that's our first indication that there's some kind of virus or something.
Yeah, because I actually went back and paused it at this part because I was trying to see like what their code names were when it was flashing up on the screen because it flashed by really quickly. And there's a newspaper that it shows that it's like the H5N1 cat virus or something, the cat flu.
Cat flu.
It, yeah. So yeah, there was some biological epidemic, and yeah, the ending is like the old man that's on this space station is the last one infected with it and got put on that space station because they knew it was going to fall to Earth and burn up. And so they somehow determined that was the best way to get rid of this virus.
Why did they put the others on it then?
I don't know. I think they were. I think
Oh, yeah, they wanted them
as
to
an
try
actual
to...
jail.
Well, I think they put them up there because they wanted them to try to escape because they knew there was still a pot up there. So they would stop, or one of them would take it. They would die.
And stop the old man from getting it.
Yeah. Maybe?
Yeah.
Because that's the part I didn't understand, was like, why put them up there in the first place? Like, because he chose to be up there, they said. Like, he was a researcher on the flu. He was the last one with it, and he chose to go up there and die up there. So, like, there shouldn't have been a worry about him coming back. But he's like, no, I want to save my cat. Take my cat. Make sure my cat's okay. He's basically like, I'm going to die up here, but I'm going to fuck over the whole planet. And they're all trying to live. And the fucking robot from the hazmat suit, which I guess he got put there because he broke quarantine or something. I guess that's why he went there, because they never explain why he's there. He's a robot. He comes down and they're like, oh, good job. You're the one who lived. Like, you're not human. You can't carry the disease. So no one with the disease got off. And then he's just like, yes, you're right. Except I brought the cat.
Yeah.
And they're all like, oh no, wait, shit. It's like, what? Why did he do... it doesn't make sense. It doesn't...
Yeah.
As I said, I asked, did you understand this? Because I don't. It's like, well, I understand the concept, but I don't understand the actual reasoning behind any of it.
Yeah. I think they had that guy, the robot boy up there in the first place. I think they had sent him as like kind of a guarantee. They're like, okay, we're gonna make sure that the old man is not going to get in the escape pod. We're gonna have this guy as like our ace in the hole to be, just to make, like, if anything goes down, he needs to, it'll be his job to make sure the old man doesn't come back.
Yeah.
But then that kind of yeah. Which, like, why does he take the cat? And it's like, all I can think of that is like, I don't know, he was observing these people, and like they like changed his mind about the people that were back on Earth and
what
they had coming, I guess.
He might not have been briefed on what the issue was, that it was the cat flu, because the old man's like, I'll let whichever one of you goes if you take my cat. Yeah.
So yeah, he might just not have known about the cat having the flu as well.
Why was it designed like a roulette wheel, though, the space station?
I don't know.
They don't explain that either. And then, but it's funny because they do use the inner room like a roulette. Like the cat is the ball rolling around and falling into the place, whichever falls in.
Yeah. I think all the roulette wheel stuff was just like fun aesthetic for the show. Maybe. I don't think there's any reasoning behind it.
Maybe not.
Like, I know they had said that it was like it was a space station that repurposed as a jail, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe it was like a casino space station, but it sounded like it was some like government space station thing. So that would not it. So,
Well, it would work though if they're trying to point them in the right direction to stop the old man. If they go like because they put him at the VO, which is like the jackpot, right? And they have the gambler to figure that out. To try to, like, could they have thought that far ahead? I don't know, because we don't even know who's the council, right? Is it just a bunch of the robots?
Yeah.
We don't know.
No, I think the council is actual people. I think the robots, because they say like, oh, we're going to deploy drones to get the pod, and then the drones are all the robot boys and hazmat suits. So
I think
those are just, yeah.
I think it's interesting that the first thing the robot boy says is to the cat, and then the cat chooses him. Like, he specifically goes out of his way to, like, be friendlier with the cat than everyone else, and he's following the cat. He's intrigued by the cat. But, yeah, I liked it, I liked the concepts, but it just wasn't all there for me, which is why I think if it was, like, 40 minutes even to an hour. I think it could have been some real good if they could have just like expanded on some of it a bit more.
Yeah.
Because it was a fun concept. It was a really fun concept. Space
Yeah.
jail escape attempt. Like, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. It was just a fun little thing that I wish had been more. I'm right there with you on that.
The CG was pretty alright too.
Yeah, it was pretty alright, especially considering 2011.
Yeah, yeah. Who did it, actually? I'm curious.
That's a good question.
Sunrise. Ooh.
Oh,
Sunrise
they've done all
doesn't
kinds of
do
stuff.
that many originals. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Huh. Weird.
Yeah, neat though.
Yeah.
That's all I see who's the director. Hiroki and oh, he's the director for Ajin. So yeah, he definitely is into 3D CG stuff. He also did something
Oh,
called
yeah.
Gambo. But yeah, it's the Ajin director, which I need to finish watching. He
Hmm.
did something called Gambo about a battle between a creature who's been killing members of a rural Japanese family and a mysterious white bear who protects them. That sounds pretty cool. That was 2 years later.
Yeah.
That's only 12 minutes though, so it's even shorter. No.
Weird.
Related anime, there's like 4. What?
Hmm?
Bunch of
What?
related anime from different people, all 12 minutes. Oh, I think it's like one of those like creator things they did. Like one of those yeah, it's one of those things where everyone makes a bunch of like short anime movies
Oh. Okay.
for like a film festival or something.
Yeah.
Short piece. Oh yeah, that's it. It's the short piece.
Oh, okay.
That's what Gambo is. Interesting. I might have to check that out. Short piece stuff
Huh.
is pretty cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. I kind of didn't have much else to say about Norageki. It was just a cool little thing.
Yeah, it was a bit too short. It had some real
Yeah.
cool stuff to it, but yeah, it just didn't quite make it.
Yeah. I
It's the exact opposite problem of Asylum Sessions.
yeah. I watched Asylum Session first, so this was a very welcome change of pace when I watched this next.
Yeah, I did the opposite. If I
Yeah.
watched Asylum Session first, I might have powered through it
Yeah.
just to be like, well, I've got the other things still. But like after this, I was just so salty. Yeah, no, if I hadn't been sick, I also might have watched it because I ended up watching it late.
Hmm.
Which,
True.
or if I tried watching it yesterday, I would have been real pissed at it. Yesterday's a bad day.
Mhm.
We got so much anime news yesterday, though. There was tons.
What? Oh.
Yes,
Eh,
tons of real
Yeah.
anime news.
definitely.
Very real. You get more news on April Fools than anything else, and none of it's real. Except
Mhm.
I would not be surprised if that Yakuza like turn-based RPG game was an actual mini game in their upcoming game.
Yeah.
How polished that was.
Yeah. That would be fun. I would play that.
Yeah.
So I hope it is an actual real segment. I don't.
'Cause, yeah, they had the RTS game in one of the previous ones where you can control the gang, right?
Yeah, and Kiwami 2 and 6, I think both have it.
Yeah. So I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, they do all kinds of weird stuff for those games. So.
Yeah. I still have to play some. I have 0. I got in a humble bundle.
Mm. Oh, Zero's very good.
Majima.
Oh,
Basically
such a good
watching
boy.
Majima become the Joker. Except not a fuckboy.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good game. I need to play more of the Yakuza games.
I need to play more of so many games. I am so
Yeah.
backlogged. I played some
Mhm.
Tales of Vesperia today at lunch, though, at work.
Nice.
I got to the point where Patty starts showing up, and it's so jarring because I've played this part before without her. I'm just like, I'm not expecting her ever, and she just shows up in the scene. I'm like, I don't remember this. Oh no, because
Yeah.
it's the director's cut with the extra character.
Oh.
And she's so weird because she's this weird pirate girl who just talks like you're you're colder than a shark's skin. It says shit like that, and it's like matey and stuff constantly, and it's just it's like this weird comedic relief suddenly where I'm not expecting it. And
Mm.
it gets me every time and just throws me off so hard, but it's great. And she also hasn't joined the party. Like, she literally just
Oh.
shows up to be comedic effect at this one point, and then at the end it's like, alright, no more running into trouble, and she's just like, got it, and runs off, and it's like, she just fucks off out of there. It's like, we're gonna see her again somehow. I know it.
Mhm.
It's it's a fun game. Tales of Vesperia is very good. I'd highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Although I think
I
you need
might
a
play it
console.
someday.
I don't think it has a Steam release.
Mm.
Which is weird
It's not-
because all the other ones got them.
I, mm.
But yeah, the
No, the definitive edition is on Steam.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Vesperia.
It might
Yeah.
have came out a few days later than the console then. Because I don't
Mm.
remember it coming out immediately with the console ones. But what do I know? I got it
I
on
don't
Switch
know.
because I like my portable.
Yeah.
Lunch hour is a good time to play some JRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of Shenanimegans season 8.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years and 99 episodes. This was our 99th.
Oh man, next
Good
episode's
job.
100.
Yeah.
Do we have to do something special?
I don't know. We should figure that out.
Oh, yeah, well,
There's...
Mob Psycho 100 special.
Oh no.
Oh no, both seasons. Let's go. Binge time. I've seen season 1 already. I'm safe.
This is a total tangent, but did you see the thing about the Pop Team Epic special?
Oh yeah, I
that came out
did.
yesterday?
April Fool's one.
But yeah,
I
about
didn't
how
watch
there's
it.
how there's 4 different versions of it.
Oh yeah. Well, I think it was just like 2 episodes combined, so it's 2 versions of 2 episodes, is what I'd heard.
Well, no, because there's 4 versions because it aired on like 4 TV channels, and they
Oh,
got different
so it's like-
different voice actors
Oh.
for each version of it. So it's the same episode, and the script is the same. It's just different people
Oh.
doing it.
I had heard
And
there
then-
was 2 different episodes.
I think it's like 2 halves
So
of the thing.
there's 2 different episodes that each have 4 different versions. So there's 8 different versions.
Mm. Well, then
Or who knows, I don't know.
when they brought it over for English,
Mhm.
they got, for each version of it, they got a different translator to do it. So all of the translations for them are all a little bit different,
Oh.
which is really weird. It's like, oh, it's such a strange, bizarre thing, and it's hilarious that they did that.
They already
I'm
had
kind of into it.
different translators, right? Depending on what company you watched it on. Like if you watch on Crunchyroll, or if you watched it on High Dive, or
Yeah,
it's slightly different. But yeah, that's weird. That's wild.
yeah.
Good old Pop Team Epic.
Anyway, that was a fun tangent.
That should have been in
Uh,
our news section possibly, but fuck
Eh.
it.
It's only kind of news.
Kind of. It would be news
Mhm.
if we watched it,
Yeah.
which
But,
I didn't.
Yeah, I watched like 2 episodes and I didn't like it. So
Yeah, Pop Team
Anyway.
Epic's one of those shows that's just weird.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like if I want to just not think and just like melt my mind for a bit, I'll watch that.
yeah, it's a very specific type of humor that just doesn't really land with me.
I find it works a lot better in manga form. Because I'll
Yeah,
just randomly find like a 4-coma, like the 4 panels, someone will just post
Mhm.
those and I'll find it really funny. But when it goes into animation, it's just not quite the same to me. It doesn't hit me the same.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. So, speaking of anime, though, we have to pick shows for next season
yes.
because next week will be season 9.
Well,
We need to pick things. I don't know. Have you thought about this at all yet?
well, I just said Mob Psycho 100, but I don't know if that's actually a good idea. I've already seen it. But episode 100, we gotta do something good. We gotta find something good.
Mm.
I kind of very briefly looked at it. I think I was actually thinking of seasonal anime for once.
Yeah.
I was thinking of going with Kimetsu no Yaiba, but because we don't have an episode count yet, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
And there's a new
It is.
Beyblade too.
Oh.
Beyblade. We don't have an episode count for that either. Um,
Yeah. That's really the problem with seasonals. We don't get episode counts for most of them.
yeah, Hitori Bochi's there, but or Fairy Gone.
Mm.
Some edgy grimdark fairy warfare show.
Oh yeah, I read the synopsis of that. It sounds real weird.
Yeah, I was looking at that one because I was like, we haven't done a seasonal show in a while. Maybe we should do some seasonal, be relevant, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Carol and Tuesday was 24 episodes. Cause like yeah, oh
Oh yeah.
Sarah
Oh.
Zanamai, Sarah Zanmai.
Oh yeah,
The
from the
Kappa.
Utena creator.
Yeah, the Kappa. Oh, the really weird stuff. That one might be good.
Yeah.
Did you have any ideas? Cause I'm still.
Yeah, I had looked at some stuff, and I think I have a choice. I
Alright.
think I have a show picked. And it's called Maoyu, Maoyu.
Ooh, I think I recognize that.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned it before as like a thing I might have picked some
Wait,
in the past.
Which Mao? There's so many.
It's Maoyu or Maoyusha. There's a lady in a red dress.
Okay.
She has demon horns.
Mao Yusha. Because there's also Hataraku Mao-san, Shinmai Mao no Testament, because Mao is devil, right?
No. Yeah.
There's also Mao Dante,
Hmm.
which is... Actually, is that just Devil Man?
Maybe.
Mao Dante. Devil. Maybe wrong. Maybe Mao's a person. Arch enemy and
Yeah.
hero. Oh,
Mm.
okay. Yeah.
So yeah, this is the show I was thinking of. It's about there's human kingdom and demon kingdom, and they're at war. They're trying to end it, but if that happens, then I guess the human world economy will like collapse or something. Oh, it sounds interesting,
Hmm.
and I don't know. I like can't describe why I want to watch this show because it's just there's something about it like, oh yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds political.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. It sounds like it's part of it is a romance, I think, between the two, but it also sounds like there's a lot more to it than that. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick that show.
See, I'm left in the lurch here.
Mm.
Last I'd heard from you, you weren't even sure if we were gonna be able to do another season.
Yeah, true.
So,
Well, I mean, we could always just like I've been thinking of picking Demon Slayer, like you had mentioned. But yeah, there was
Well,
the episode count. I mean, we
yeah,
could always
'cause it's
just
just
do
shonen
Demon
too.
Slayer.
just do
Yeah.
the first 12. Hope ends in a
Yeah.
couple months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give a quick look at other stuff though, because I had other stuff I'd had listed for a while to watch.
Mhm.
Because yeah, that Kappa thing also sounded interesting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, also
Mhm.
Chaos Head actually.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
based off the visual novel by the same company that did Steins Gate, but before Steins Gate.
Yeah.
That one I think could be fun, sci-fi,
Yeah.
by a company that's known to do weird plots.
Yeah.
So
I've been wanting to watch that. That would be a good choice, I think.
that was
Yeah.
one on my list.
Yeah.
Of course, Demon Slayer we've mentioned. I could also just pick a bunch of OVAs and movies. Just keep changing
Yeah.
them up.
You could do that.
Yeah, but we'd have to find where to watch them.
Yeah. The problem with OVAs and movies is finding ways to watch them because
Yeah.
they hardly ever get brought over officially.
Yeah, we just say we found a way. No, we actually usually find a way.
Yeah.
It's hard because I watch so much like slice of life. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
hard for me to find a show that's an actual show
Hmm.
that's gonna have plot and not just be. Eh. I swear I had more on this list that would work for this, but now that I'm going through, I'm like, none of this works for this. Not Hanukkah. That's one of the worst anime of all time. It's the first
Oh.
anime done in entirely in Flash.
Oh. Huh.
it's not good. I want something really fun. Oh yeah, when supernatural battles become every day.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was one I had.
Yeah.
Another one just because it sounded weird as fuck. Dog and Scissors.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Or some guy like dies and gets reborn as a dog or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
Uh, it's one of those ones I've always just gone, what the fuck is this? Yeah, so there's that. There was Legend of Black Heaven, which I've mentioned a few times, but I don't actually know where we can watch that. I haven't looked, so I'd have to check for that one.
Mm.
I want opinions. Any of these sounding good?
I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
Chaos Head did, so.
yeah, Chaos Head. The Dog and Scissors sounds weird and maybe good. I don't know.
Yeah. Uh, I was not prepared.
Mm.
I was not prepared for this.
I'm sorry.
I've dropped the ball.
Oh,
The
if it
metaphorical
helps at
ball.
all. If it helps at all, Chaos Head is only available on Funimation streaming.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and the
Wait.
Dog and Sit. What?
Happy Sugar Life. We can actually watch it now, because I can watch
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We can go back and do that.
Yeah, we could.
Hmm.
Mm.
I could also pick something really cursed, like, Magical Girl Site.
You could pick that.
I could. I am curious about it.
Mm.
And I'm leaning to Happy Sugar Life. Now that I've remembered I can watch it.
Mm.
The manga's coming out soon.
Yeah.
In English. From
Oh, yeah, I
Press.
saw that.
Yeah, retweeted. I was excited to see it. I forgot it was getting translated, and I saw him like, ooh, yes. God, why do I have no good anime taste? Everything is like 28 episodes. It's like, shit.
Yeah,
24, 22.
that's the problem. Is it eventually it's become hard to find like good 12 episode things that fit
Oh yeah, here's one of the
doing
ones
this
I was
show.
looking at. Rolling Girls. It's a dystopian future where Japan's political organization has crumbled.
Mm-hmm.
It's broken into like 10 independent nations. It's kind of like Aka, but cute girls on motorcycles, from what I understand.
Oh, bad news. It's only on Funimation. So.
Yeah, see, this is all stuff that used to be on Crunchyroll. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I can say
Yeah.
I watched on Funimation.
That's very true.
No one needs to know, right?
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a legal place to watch it. I'm gonna say I watched it there, if I
Yeah.
choose this.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, Funimation.
Yeah.
I mean, I can buy the Blu-ray too, but I want to find something real cool, something different from anything else we've done so far. You dig? You know?
That might be hard to do because we've covered a lot of stuff.
I know.
I don't know.
That's why I'm having trouble here. Wait, no, I know what to do.
Uh-oh.
Knights of Sidonia. Some Tsutomu Nihei. It's 12
Oh.
episodes.
I've
Wait,
seen it.
Oh, shit, right. That's why we haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I knew there was a
'cause
reason.
I've seen the first 2 seasons. I mean, I haven't thinking of rewatching it so that I can watch the 3rd season, so we could still pick it. Because I genuinely don't remember a lot about it because it was years ago that I watched it now.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've got something here that's gonna blow us away.
Mm.
On this Tokyo ESP, if you haven't seen that, that's kind of like X-Men,
Oh, okay.
kind of. Valkyrie Drive Mermaid. Oh,
Oh, I've heard
boy.
things about that.
yeah. Oh, it's too bad you watched Promised Neverland. We should have done that last season. Or this season. But, damn. Because that would have been a really good one for an ongoing show. I almost did
yeah,
that,
it
but
would have
then
been.
I almost chose that, and then I went with Children of the Whales, and I was like, oh, I went with Children of the Whales. Oh,
Mm.
um, man, I swear I had a bigger list than this, but I can't find any. Well, we did always say we could do 24 episode series if we just watched 2 a week,
Yeah, we could do that.
which neither of us have ever actually done. We keep saying we can, but
Yeah,
I
we keep saying
think
that. Yeah. You think?
I think I either want to choose Fairy Gone because it seems weird. Wait, let me play some of the trailer here. It's PA work, so the animation should at least be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The trailer doesn't show much, but the designs look really cool. Like these monsters and shit.
Yeah.
It almost looks like they use fairies like stands, like JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one that I was talking about earlier and never came out. Was it Sirius the Jaeger? Yeah, Sirius the Jaeger,
Oh,
which is out on Netflix
yeah.
now.
Yeah, it's a Netflix show.
So I think I want to do Sirius the Jaeger or Fairy Gone. One of those, or Chaos Head. One of those three.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Mm. I would say either Chaos Head or Sirius the Jaeger.
Okay, yeah. We don't know
Because-
the episode number of Fairy Gone. I can't see it
Yeah.
being more than 12, but
Yeah, it's probably going to be 12, but also we don't really know for sure.
the names
Yeah.
of the main characters in it. We got Veronica Thorne, Free Underbar, Maria Noel, Wolfrin Rowe. Like, I can already tell
Oh,
what some of these people's powers are. Like,
yeah.
we got Thorne, we got Wolfrin,
Mhm.
Underbar. Actually, I don't know what the fuck that means. It's not as bad as Floozy Bluesy.
Yeah. These
That-
names are pretty good though.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Sweetie Bittersweet. That's a good name.
God, this trailer looks dope, though. Or this promo image screen thing.
Mm. Yeah, we could do that show. Do you want to do that one?
But I'm
'Cause,
also
yeah, I was
really...
planning on checking that show out anyway. So
Yeah, see, that's kind of why I'm thinking maybe do one of the others, because I might check that one out anyways, right?
yeah,
Alright, like, because we got Sirius. Seems pretty cool.
yeah. I remember putting that on my list of shows to watch when that was new, and then
It-
Netflix got it, so I forgot that it existed for 6
Exactly.
months.
Exactly, same. Chaos Head, I realize, also technically has Chaos Child as a follow-up series years later.
Oh.
They're both on Crunchyroll, but
Mm.
Chaos Head is a harem,
Oh.
so we have to remember that. It is based on a visual novel, but it's a weird sci-fi one, like Steins Gate.
Huh.
But yeah, there's that. CS the Jaeger. I think I'm gonna go with CS the Jaeger.
Yeah.
I think
Alright.
I think that's my choice. I feel like some vampire shit.
Yeah. Vampires are cool.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
All
I'm gonna
right.
play the trailer a bit of, and then I'll play the trailer from the one you chose, which I closed and have to find again. Look, the animation looks cool for this.
Yeah. I like how this video is titled PV Vampire Version.
Oh,
It's extremely
yeah,
silly.
it's introducing like the vampire characters and their voice actors.
Yeah.
It's introducing the. So I think we're gonna just straight up, right from the get-go, have the vampire team and the non-vampire team like right away. Introducing them both. It's not gonna be like, who's doing this? We have to figure out. It's just gonna be like all-out war, which sounds pretty dope
Yeah.
and cool.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
It sounds like Blade almost. Blade the
Yeah.
anime. I'm here for it.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Yeah. Blade's on the Avengers right now or something.
What?
Uh,
Okay, sure.
Actually, it's either the Avengers or one of the Justice League teams. I forget if he's Marvel or DC.
Ugh.
I think it's the Avengers. They're like... Blade was created by Marv Wolfman?
Yeah.
Huh. I've always said Marv Wolfman makes amazing characters, he just sucks shit at writing stories. But like Blade, Raven, Tara Markov, like I would assume this is
Mhm.
DC then. No, Marvel Universe. Huh. But yeah,
Oh,
so
weird.
so the fucking the Avengers have some vampire problems. They like get Blade to join the team to help them out with it.
The Avengers
Apparently.
have vampire problems. That's a good sentence.
Yeah. That's like some arc they're doing. But yeah, okay. Mao Yusha, which
Hmm.
is a tongue twister there.
Yeah.
Trailer. This music is not what I expected for the aesthetic. It's very upbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a political drama.
Yeah. Oh, this. I'll be honest. This looks like it'll be very middling. Where it'll be like totally fine, but nothing amazing, and I'm kind of excited for that.
Not gonna lie, I'm having Alderman of the Sky flashbacks because we said the same thing.
Oh.
It's like, oh, it looks like it'll be really political,
Yeah.
and it's like these styles the same and everything. I'm sitting here going, oh my god, it's
Oh,
the same show.
very excited.
I need to
Can't
find the
wait.
director. Is it the same director?
I hope not. Takeo
It's not.
Takahashi.
It's not.
No.
It's the Citrus director.
Oh.
Oh.
Great. Fantastic.
Who also directed some of, or also directed Roku no Yusha and some of Rose and Maiden and a bunch of other
Oh.
weird stuff. Like L. What is L? I didn't direct
Oh,
it
no
to other
idea.
stuff. Ah, some gun person. Warning, adult content. Oh, this is hentai.
Oh,
That's
great.
just hentai. Okay. Character design, storyboard, art director. Okay. He also directed Hinako no, which is a slice of life. What a jump. I still need to finish Hinako no. I've had that
Mm.
on hold forever. But yeah, so Sirius
So, yeah.
Jaeger and Mao Yusha.
Yeah.
Mao
It's just-
Yusha.
It's on Crunchyroll just as Mao Yu, so that's much easier to
Oh,
say.
it's like I think Sirius just comes up as Sirius on Mal.
Yeah.
There's a Sirius no
Weird.
Densetsu, which is very different. Sea Prince Firechild. Wait a second. Is this Shark Boy and Lava Girl the anime from 1981?
Oh, wow.
If we have
Probably.
if we have a movie to watch, we have to watch this. Even though it's 2 hours, it's probably gonna be awful.
Yeah.
I promise I won't drop it this time. I'll finish as long as I'm not sick.
Hmm.
Oh,
So yeah. So yeah, we'll start those next week.
yeah.
Episode 1 of each. Series is on Netflix and Mayu's on Crunchyroll, so easily available, hopefully.
You got your places. Oh, I could have chosen. No, I couldn't have. You saw it. I just remembered. Review Starlight, but it's like, no, I still need to watch that. I
Yeah.
really need to.
Oh, remember at the start of the season when I wanted to watch Review Starlight and
And
you're
I-
like, no, I'll watch it. And then you never did.
Yeah,
Oh,
to be
God.
fair, I haven't watched anything though, except Young Justice.
Yeah.
And I do keep threatening to make us watch some Western cartoons and haven't yet, but I should have. I
Yeah.
should have chosen Shadow Raiders. How many episodes is that show? I think it's 2 seasons, so that's probably too many.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Finding an American cartoon that's not 50 episodes is surprisingly hard. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shadow Raiders is 26.
Mm. So yeah. Tune in next week at twitch.tv/Sasam to hear the first episode of season 9. And then if you miss it there, you can go to shenanimegans.moe and subscribe to our YouTube and catch it
Wait.
later. What?
I can't escape him. Shadow Raiders, written by Marv Wolfman.
Oh,
I'm not even kidding. What are the odds? Look at this. Marv Wolfman and Dan Didio. Is this based on a comic? No, it's not. Show is loosely based on the Trendmasters storyline War Planets. They're done by the reboot designer. Marv, what other shows has he done? Did he do Daigata Defenders too? I'm actually like losing my shit.
Mm.
No, okay, that's safe. There's one thing that's safe. That's 52 episodes that we can't do, but I'm literally talking about how I don't think he can do good stories, and then I go, oh, Shadow Rage was great, and then it's like, Marv Wolfman! To be fair, there's like 10 writers on this show, so he probably only did like an episode or two.
Yeah.
But what are the odds that he did some weird sci-fi Canadian show by the people who did Reboot?
Yeah.
Produced by Mainframe Entertainment. Now known as Rainmaker Entertainment. You know what Rainmaker Entertainment does?
No. Not a clue.
That name completely sounds like make it rain. Sounds like porn.
Okay.
You know what they do now?
What?
Barbie. That's it. Barbie movies. That's all they do.
I bet those make bank.
Yeah, that's why they do the. But like, they used to do like the Beast Wars, Transformers shows and stuff. Like, they were the head of 3D CG in the world, and then Mattel was like, sell out, and they're like, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would too, but
yeah,
they did a lot more stuff than I realized. Oh man, they did 6.
I'm gonna wrap up the rest of the podcast now.
I'm ranting. That Marv Wolfman thing just caught me on the side and just dragged me back in. I was ready to end, and then I saw that name and I was like, wait a second. I need to go down this rabbit hole real quick.
Yeah. So Twitch, the YouTube, the Discord is Shenanimegans.moe/Discord. And you can follow us on Twitter at @SasamBots. And yeah, that's all for this week.
And once again, all the episodes are now up on YouTube, so any backdated episode you want to see, they're up. And hopefully this will be up before the end of the week. Hopefully. If I end up homesick tomorrow, it definitely will be, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if I make it through the night. But also, more content is coming back again, because for a while there wasn't much. I finally put up those collection videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hauls are coming back as well, and hopefully gonna start doing some reviews of series or something. Nothing like super structured, but just like some brief opinions and like, do I really like this series? Hell yes, here's why. Do I really like this series? Hell no, it's trash. This is why.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But
cool.
New content coming soon.
Yeah.
So make sure to check out our YouTube for that. And also for all past seasons once again, because they are all there. All 98 other episodes.
Yeah.
That blows me away that we've done that many.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So tune in next time for episode 100.
Yeah. Or we'll definitely do something special for it. We'll definitely figure something out for that.
We'll play the Mob Psycho 100 theme and then get like banned immediately.
Yeah. Sounds good. See you then.
Until next time.